Hi, this is Michelle Einstein, Songbird Song. You're looking at some of our resources for mainstream clues to the marginalized. The book Black Rednecks and White Liberals tells you about by Dr. Thomas Sowell, a professor at Stanford University, a black professor. It talks about and presents research proving that the black people are the way that they are, the masses, because they took after the white people in the South who came from the fringes of Great Britain and brought their way of being with them. The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce H. Lipton, PhD, my grandfather in a previous life, and Greg Braden. His book, Human by Design, From Evolution by Chance to Transformation by Choice. These are new scientists. They talk about epigenetics, and you want to read them so you can know your own power. Speaking of power, The Source, written by Tara Swart, MD, PhD. It talks about the brain, the source being the brain. And her book gives the secrets of the universe and the science of the brain. So it helps you to train your brain to attract to it what you want out of life. Dr. Miles Monroe, his legacy and wisdom in this book, Discover the Hidden You, the secret to living the good life. And you can see his crown. There's no such thing as a coincidence. He is a God man, and he has left the earth and his body, but he left behind a body of work that we can read and learn from. Okay, so these other resources are personal. The song, I Believe in You, vocals and music by Sing Birdsong, and the words by Michelle Birdsong. The song and book, Jenny Blue Eyes, written by Michelle Birdsong and her daughter Melanie Spear. The book is called Jenny Blue Eyes Seeks a Friend. Sing Birdsong is also Michelle Birdsong's child, her son. Skool community, cool tool. You'll hear more about Skool in a few minutes. Michelle Einstein song Birdsong, mainstreaming clues to the marginalized, to you. Shorten, mean the Marg. Talk and share therapy. The consultant, computer consultant with that is Michelle's son, Anthony C. Tony Williams of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay, Michelle Birdsong wrote the lyrics for this Edwin Birdsong album. It's called Edwin Birdsong What It Is. She put just as much into the album as he did. She braided his hair. It took 7 hours because he had a big bushy afro, and he wanted his hair plaited to give a new image because he was a new artist. He's hugging himself because it's cold in the studio where he's getting his picture taken, and he's not wearing a shirt. The back of the album cover shows how she parted each tuft of hair and plaited it in little squares. These are the songs: The Uncle Tom Game, Edwin Birdsong, Michelle Birdsong, The Spirit of Do, Edwin Birdsong, Michelle Birdsong, My Father Preaches That God is a Father, Edwin Birdsong, Michelle Birdsong, It Ain't No Fun Being a Welfare Recipient, written by Michelle Birdsong and Edwin Birdsong, published with Michelle Bird Music, and Every Little Tunes for ASCAP. Every Little Tunes is the publishing company of the executive producer Wes Farrell, who is Frank Sinatra's son-in-law. Frank Sinatra has been reborn as Josh Groban, who was Jesus Christ, the original. When a newborn baby is born, the world gets one more chance. Written by Edwin Birdsong, Doug McClure, and Michelle Birdsong. The newborn baby is Sing Birdsong. Mr. Moneyman, written by Michelle Birdsong, Edwin Birdsong, and Doug McClure. Mongoose by Stan Bronstein and Rick Frank. These were friends of the producers, Ted Cooper. The Old Messiah by Artie Resnick and Paul Nauman. Pretty Brown Skin by Michelle Birdsong and Roy Ayers. It's Hard to Move When It's Your Move by Edwin Birdsong, Doug McClure, and Michelle Birdsong. God's Home, Edwin Birdsong and Michelle Birdsong. Produced by Edwin Birdsong and Ted Cooper. And a product of the West Farrell Organization. Okay, so that album, this is a Phantasmagoria album, as well as spiritual and black folk music. It's eclectic. That's what it's called, what it is. The second album, Supernatural, by Edwin Birdsong, is more musical. It's his a lot of his innovative music style is on this album. There's one story song, Tune from Calicoon. That's a fun song. I Love to Communicate is on that album, Supernatural. I Love You, Michelle is on that song. It's a song written by Edwin, her husband at that time. Okay, so these are the resources that we use to mainstream clues to you. So let's get started. I was demoralized early in life when I was 4 years old when my mother said she had never wanted me. She tried to kill me. She tried to abort me. And her ears began to ring like dinner bells, of course. Sir Paul McCartney, my husband in a past life, wrote a song, Michelle, My Belle. I love you, I need you. And he sang it in French. Michelle, of course, is a French word. Okay, so he was talking to me. So demoralizing, causing someone to lose confidence or hope, disheartening, the demoralizing effect of imprisonment. Moral, mirrors of mother's first lovers. Okay, her first lovers, Jesus Christ, Josh Groban, Sir Paul McCartney, St. Paul the Apostle, and King David, David Garrett, are moral. They are her first lovers, and they are moral lovers because they truly love her. Lizards, tiny brains, zing, zizing. That, I think, moralizing, that's what we're breaking down that word. This is Tyrannosaurus Rex, the dinosaurs, right? And also the lizards in the reptile kingdom in the rural Hawaii, where Robin is living. Okay, so they're really giving her a hard time because they have no feelings. They're cold-blooded. So Hypnotize, Jive, and Billie Jean King's a lesbian, a lesser being, plessering, ants. Okay, giants, gods, and goddesses. Milton Harris read us and talked about in writing group here at St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3, talked about the giants that have been in the, my top lip just kissed my bottom lip, have been in the Grand Canyon. There were giants, and there were hieroglyphics there that nobody could read. So, The Giants. I just realized I didn't tell you about this book. Sneezy the Greasy babysits Abigail. This is Sneezy the Greasy. Some people say he's a rat. And this is sweet little Abigail, who he babysits. And this book was illustrated by T.J. Robshaw, who is Michelle Birdsong's son from a previous life. It was written by Michelle Birdsong, the title and concept of the plot. And the rhyme scheme, the story, was written by Robin Birdsong, her daughter, and TJ's sister. Abigail is modeled after Michelle Ranzinger, to Michelle Birdsong's granddaughter, who had been her mother in a previous life. Okay, I want to make sure you understand. And this book you can buy at Amazon.com. All right, so the Giants, let's decode the hieroglyphics like messages in these words. Gods and goddesses, pleasuring the first energy of talk and share, to be fair, to clear the air, talk and share. Okay, and the goddess is Eve, mother, and Mary Magdalene, Michelle, Einstein, Songbird Song. Okay, all right, let's keep moving. November 4th, that was my mother's birthday. It used to be election day. Vanessa Lau says, I love Skool. Sam Ovens, the administrator, said, how come? I asked her why. Here's what she said. Vanessa's message begins. It's so easy to use both as a member and as a host. I am super excited to promote it. I like it more and more as I use it. Good job. The search function has been the most helpful as someone who is trying to learn how to implement the mainstreamed what's the mastermind. And then I wrote, what's that? Because I'm new to Skool and I don't know what that is. Everything is in one place, Vanessa says, so I can laser focus. So I am laser focused. I actually use quantum, and I wrote, what's that? And she says, as a resource a lot, even though I don't post or attend the calls yet. And I wrote, what calls? I like how I get emails, said Vanessa, that remind me to go back into Skool if someone DMs me, direct messages me, or commented on something I also commented on. It's not spam. Mobile app would be killer, but the web version honestly isn't that bad. I used it and had back and forth direct messages, conversations seamlessly. Small detail, but I actually love how the links to posts are the headers. I think with Facebook, just a jumble of numbers and not very straightforward to get the link to post sometimes. Uploading things as a host is so fast, says Vanessa, and easy. Kajabi would take me so many steps and I'd have to wait for things to load, etc. Honestly, I love everything about it. She's talking about Skool. I have been contacted by a few platforms in the past, and I don't like to partner if I don't like the software, but I genuinely really love using Skool. It makes a lot of sense. with the group funnel, ability to direct message, host Zoom calls, have the calendar, etc. Skool can be a money-making machine for people with community. I'm excited to launch ours and execute our plan. Vanessa's message ends. Mild read, you should give Skool a try. Get your 14-day free trial here, says Sam. At consulting.com. It's our mission to build a passionate community of entrepreneurs that love building, scaling, and expanding businesses. We focus on discovering extraordinary and practical methods that help these entrepreneurs achieve seven-figure Zen, the perfect balance between profit, client results, and founder happiness. We love to help people learn how to enjoy entrepreneurship at the next level. We do this by showing them how to train and coach clients in a group setting rather than providing a service that can't scale, so they can live a great life and make a great living at the same time. Isn't that wonderful? If you have provided personal billing or other voluntarily provided information, you may access, review, and make changes to it via instructions found on the website or by emailing us. Okay, so that I don't need to read here. That you'll get if you sign up for Skool. This is a reply to Sam. It says, your email with photo and custom address is cool. This is what I'm writing to him. Surprising, cool, surprising, delightful, and charming. Thanks, Sam, for Vanessa Lau's reaction to Skool. I think while I'm reading this, focus on something. I'll focus on this. Yeah. Okay, so thanks, Sam, for Vanessa Lau's reaction to Skool. Her enthusiasm about and satisfaction with you and the recording itself reassures me that you are as good a rare find as I feel you are. Vanessa mentioned mastermind and quantum. I don't know these terms or concepts. I presume I'll catch on to their meanings if I sign up for Skool. Quantum physics and epigenetics I like and subscribe to. I love your mission statement. You said, we love to help people learn how to enjoy entrepreneurship at the next level. Wow, Skool is cool. I plan to sign up for the 14-day free trial membership, but I live on a fixed income. I hope I can keep up with the monthly payment and hold on to my membership and free group hosting if that's part of the plan. Yes, I am hopeful. The Son, my father, told me to tell him my hopes. That means to write them out and to pray, as if he is the Most High God, as Joel Osteen, Moses, refers to him. Scientist Greg Brayton says, the feeling is the prayer. That's Greg's book, Human by Design, one of his books. He has other books as well. So thank you for existing, Sam Ovens, warmth, and Skool, cool tool. Sincerely, Mild read Michelle Einstein Songbird Song, Queen of Information, Queen of Creativity, and Venus, the Goddess of Love. Because I was demoralized as a 4-year-old, the Sun has had to build me self-esteem and an ego. So that is why he told me, you are true. And he said, you are beautiful. And he said, tell me your hopes. He said other things. I wrote them down, but I didn't know I was going to talk about them, so I don't remember them off the top of my head. Okay, so that's the mainstream and close to you for today, November 4th, 2022. Take care of yourself. So long. And your loved ones, of course.